Hey y'all, what it is, what it do? It's your girl Brittany back better another video. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like the video, click the bell to be notified of every time I post. You know what it is, I know what it is. We know that I post frequently. We are jumping, skipping, hopping, leaping. We doing it, ducky pow, our ducky y'all into this video. Click the link down in the description box below to become a paid member on my Patreon. All right, y'all, come. Without further ado, let's go and get into this video. So, as I've been telling y'all in my last two reviews, y'all, my weekend was weekending. Like, I be want to tell y'all so bad, my business, my finances. I be want to tell y'all, but I ain't went on live in a minute. Once I go on live, and I feel like I keep telling y'all, once I go on live, I'm gonna tell y'all my tea. Y'all gonna be like, what? Brie, what? I just hear it now. Brie, what? Brie, you supposed to tell us the tea, da. But anyways, I had a weekend, y'all. I had a weekend of fun, like litty. You know what I'm saying? I was definitely litty. Okay. So that, and also one thing about it, I know I ain't been consistent for 3 days. I know, but ain't that really been going on necessarily for me to make a video? Honestly, y'all know if ain't nothing going on, a video won't be made. And if it is, it's something that I pulled at the top of my head. But y'all don't never have to worry about a review. One thing about it, when it comes to the reviews, I'ma always make videos about the reviews. Even if I'm late, the video gonna get posted. Y'all don't never have to worry about that. And two, if y'all are looking, because I know a lot of y'all, and shout out to y'all who kept saying, I'm refreshing, like, where's the video? If anything ever happens, where I can't or I'm running behind, I usually try my hardest to put it on my community tab. Basically, it'll just notify y'all and tell y'all what's going on. It's basically like a post where I say if I'm going live, or if I'm running late, or whatever the case is. Y'all can always look there. Also, post notifications. Make sure y'all have that on. But let's get into the video. Now we start off with Shila leaving. Goodbye, Shila. Take the L and twirl. Like, simple. Take the L and twirl. I get it, you in shock, but be for real. You do look a mess. This bob, all we need is a bang gang, and it's over with. It's over for the girls. I like Shila. I do. I definitely feel like, she ran her phase. But if we're going down a list of the T girls who just didn't give transition, Shila will be number one. Shila came in with these thick lashes on, this bob on. Yeah, you do look a mess. Yeah, you did run your fades. But like they said, they are looking for the whole package. And you are just not giving that. And I get it, you want to get your hair done. But girl, just throw another wig on, put some makeup on. Where is the make it up? Now, I was supposed to give y'all a video, but that live was just too long. I just didn't feel like being bothered. And they pissed me off with the Sway Way podcast that they did. So I really just wasn't feeling it no more. But on the live that I was going to give y'all, when they did a panel, Shila was saying, like, she don't know how to do her own makeup and all this and that. I totally understand, because it took me forever to learn how to do my makeup too. So I understand that. But also, too, to an extent, I feel as though they put a lot of pressure on this show to happen. Not only that, I feel as though y'all knew what y'all signed up for. This was the first ever doll show. So you already know when you step and you want to step. And Shila not no ugly girl. I definitely think Shila is pretty, but two, you got these bobs on calling me Bob. Nicki Minaj to freedom. And you see how all the other girls got makeup done, hair done. When it's time to get cute, they do get cute. Everybody ain't fit, friendly, and pretty all the time. But, most of the girls are able to keep themselves up. I would say, like, a good example of this is the girl London, the girl Swayana, Persuasion. I can't think of it. Pookie. Them all at the top of my head. Who keep themselves up and make sure that they look good. And they definitely do a good job of doing that, in my opinion. I definitely, feel as though they do a good job of keeping themselves together. Now, Shyla did keep some lashes on, but I just feel as though Shyla should have definitely worked on her look before coming. They definitely wanted the whole package, and she just didn't get a whole package. Shila is going through the emotional ladder right now. And I get it, I understand. But once again, I feel as though Aunt gave her some great advice. Sometimes you just gotta twirl with grace. They don't want you. Oh well, come back season 2, and by season 2, you should have been worked on your makeup skills. We obviously know the bob is not for you anymore. Let the bob go, and twirl on the girls. Please don't come in here with a blonde wig like Barbie. But, twirl on the girls. Twirl on the girlies. And she ends up saying something about Michaela. But Michaela, no shade. Like, who else is the enemy? Yeah, you ain't got your phase out the way or whatever, but besides you, the show has been Michaela versus the house. So yeah, we need to keep the entertainment going because the rest of y'all are buddy, gushy homegirls. So we need Michaela to stay so she can be the show, the villain of the show. So the girls are talking about Shila, and I can't help but to call out Persuasion. Once again, heavy on, oh, I don't have to be here. I can be signed up for elimination every time, and I'm still going to say I don't care, and they're going to keep me. See, that's what I'm saying. As soon as she would have said that she ready to go, she don't mind. Oh, I'm not fighting no more because I'm the show, this and that. Immediately would have got sent home. I would have showed her that the grass is always green on my side. And yes, you are the show. Like, don't get me wrong. Persuasion has definitely been doing her thing. And I give her props because her look is amazing. From what we seen 2-3 years ago to now, it's definitely a difference. But I do think as well, Persuasion will go out her way to mess herself up. I get it, you don't want to be looking a mess. Who wants to be looking a mess? You did your transition. You are giving pretty, but also at the same time too, I feel as though they should have humbled her. Yeah, she was fine, but all of them a fight. She's not the only one that'll fight. Now we get a little preview because the girls start talking about the replacements and J Beans and Akasha, something like that. Sorry if I'm butchering it. They coming. I definitely feel as though I have high hopes for those two. I definitely think they gonna come in and shake the table. We know for sure J Beans is coming to shake the table. But I feel as though Akasha is coming too, not playing, ready to give, a new light to the house. I definitely feel as though from the trailer that they gave us, them two is definitely like all eyes on me. This my show, this my house, and we gonna fight, we gonna give dialogue, we gonna give personnel, we gonna give all this. So I am excited to see them. Now I will say this, because I forgot to start in my intro. Why did we give the trailer knowing that this episode in particular was not all that? It was funny, it was a key. I'm not gonna lie, it was a key. But it wasn't all that to me. I feel like I got so pumped up for the trailer. I'm thinking JBNs and Takashi coming in this episode and didn't come. Well, Takashi came, but not like as we really like seeing her or anything. Jelani wanted to hear about how she did so good with Michaela. I love to hear about themselves. I'm the same way though. Like if I do something good, I'll be like, okay, so tell me again what happened. Like, bitch, I love to crash out. Tell me again what I did. What I said that bitch. Like, I love that. Then boom, shock the world. Michaela is in this ugly dress. The dress is so ugly. I'm like, is this the same person in the swim cap? Mind you, and Michaela love her some blue. Every time you see this bitch, she got on blue. So she got this, like I said, ugly dress on with this tramp stamp on her chest, looking a fool, look a mess. I like the wig, but Shila made her point of like, she had a swim cap on the whole time. All of a sudden, the bitch throw on a wig. Crazy. I'm not gonna lie. If Joyce got the body together, it would give more. But Joyce looks really, really cute. Them feet is swole to the brim. Them feet is swole. Or them just a size 14. I don't know. But them feet is swole. Swole as ever. And like close up, the makeup. I love the shirt on her. Like the wig. Joyce definitely gives doll. And Shila did not go home because Joyce wanted her to go home. Shila went home because production felt as though she was not the full package and they did not want to be bothered with somebody who wasn't the full package. I am so happy that Sky did not come on here. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. But also, too, I'm not going to lie to you. If she would have came, I would have been watching her very closely. Because all that Sky did on South Central Betty season 5, I would have dared her to calm the personality down. I would have dared her to, especially around people like her. I would have been irritated if she would have calmed her personality down. Because on South Central Betty season 5, never minded till Joyce started tapping that ass. Okay? Never minded till Joyce started doing her. Bowing her. Bow, bow, bow in there every time. All of a sudden then, she didn't know how to speak English no more. Now, let me tell y'all what I thought was hilarious. Let me tell y'all, because when I say bust out laughing. So y'all know they bring this tragic music on. This give, y'all know, them dogs that be stranded, beat on, all this and that. That's what this music gave. If you just pay $5 a month, you can help little Roscoe right here. That's what it gave. So I'm getting the music, but then I see Isaiah. I knew immediately it wasn't sad. Once I seen Isaiah, I knew immediately it is not going how the music is portraying it to be. They cut the music. Shila like, me? Me? No personality? Da da da. She was in a swim cap whole time. What you talk about? Da da da. Like, I'm not finna do it. She walk off. Isaiah look at the camera. Roll his eyes. All you hear is Isaiah, do you want to be on season 2 or what? I'm telling y'all, I knew immediately when I seen Isaiah. I said, it's not going how this music is portraying it to go. If Isaiah is in a scene, he never cares. Isaiah is not a sympathetic person. Like he don't really come off very empathetic like that. I think at first I said sympathetic. Empathetic like that. He don't come off empathetic. Like he don't really have a lot of empathy when it comes to certain things. Like he don't have no patience for like stuff like this. He really don't. He don't have no patience. As y'all know, we've seen Isaiah snap immediately. Like somebody talking to him like this, he don't have patience for this type of stuff. So when I seen him, I knew he was already over whatever she was talking about. So once they cut the music and showed her be like, me, I don't have person, I knew he was finna come back and be like, listen, cause who you talking to? He don't have no patience. And Isaiah is standing on whatever he's saying. When he crossed them hands and make them hands touch, it's over. You've lost him. Shila doing all this because I wasn't a doll. It hurt me. The sniff of an addict is crazy. Girl, twirl out of here. I just feel as though you're doing a lot. Just twirl. I don't understand why it hurt you. You see that you did not have the look. You knew when you came in the look was not there. Like he said, they are looking for the whole package and you just didn't get a whole package. It's okay. Like he said, come back. It's all right. But I would say this too. Because y'all know they do the confessionals later on. Shila looks like a doll in her confessionals. If we would have had this Shila on the show, she wouldn't have went home. but you wanted to give us doll last minute. And honestly, like I said before, a lot of the girls wasn't giving amazing as far as looks first day. But I will say you stuck out, like the phrase said, like a sore thumb. The sorest thumb. Like you stuck out all the way. You did look crazy. Not gonna lie to you. Good. It's the I don't feel like crying on camera. That's what they wanted you to do. All this that you're doing, that's what they was looking for. They knew you was gonna get them what they was looking for. And honestly, if you would have shed a tear on the camera, they would have loved that. They would have ate that up. And that's why Isaiah looked at them. Oh, that's what they want. They want you to do all that you're doing. Now let me start off with the message with the dolls, because I got to skipping through to some of it. Like, baby, I'm over it. The message is a lot of them didn't look like dolls, and you can include yourself in that. You did not look like a doll either. Now you popping it, dressed up, cute. It is giving cute, it is giving cunt, but you were a part of a lot of them not looking like dolls. Bobby be picking and choosing so bad. Anyways, moving on. Yes, Pookie, I agree. Me too. I bounce 2-3 times a day. I cook, and I shut the fuck up after it's done. I ain't gonna lie. Before I'm talking, I'm like, come on, give it to me. Is you gonna give it to me now or what? Drop it now. Give me that. I need it. Fiending, begging. And then I shut up after because my knees are mad. They get to talking about Shila again. I'm over it. Shila did have that curly wig on, but it looked at a mess too. That's why she went back to the bob. And honestly, out of everybody, Shila needed to take Joyce's advice as far as, you come in already looking presentable. You can leave out looking a mess, but you come in the scene always looking presentable. And I feel as though they said something about her day one, oh, the vibe. Oh my God, you look a mess. You look a fool. But a lot of the girls were still putting on makeup, wigs looked nice, all this, all that. So, she'll try again next season. She just need to practice. She need to get in the mirror, start learning how to do her makeup early. If you're gonna get some wigs, get some already done wigs. I would say they did say, they had a hairstylist, and it was hard to get in the hairstylist chair. London does hair also, so I don't know. I mean, 10 out of 10 they did have to pay her. But London also does hair also, and Kenzie do hair too. I don't know if Kenzie was off and just didn't feel like being bothered with you all said or what. But London, obviously, we seen she did Savannah's hair. Now the twerk was twerking. Everybody was doing good. Then I seen Barbie get up. Immediately started skipping. And then they got Jayla in there. Why are you there? That's who really could have went home. Because why is she there? And why is she sit in the bag? Now let me tell y'all, I don't really like that song by Jaylani. I'm not feeling it. I like the intro song that she did. I liked that. Another song I do like, but it's for Young and Reckless, is by Goody, is Pay For It. That song is so lit, y'all. I listened to that while I was in the gym. Pay for it. If you know we messing with a bad one, pay for it. Do. I got a lot of and mind you, I got a little Duke on me. Okay. I got a little donkey down. You know what I'm saying? A little donkey down. I got a little bouncy. I got a little, you know what I'm saying? When I wiggle, it got a little vibration to it. And I seen myself almost bend it over in the gym. Almost gave them in a show. I had to, sit down for a second. Now, I will say this. I did like the whole speed dating thing. I thought it was very cool. And two, I'm very happy that they had men who are out, men who are comfortable with T-girls, and men who are not trying to put them in the closet. I feel as though, every time when we talk about T-girl and men, it's always deal. It's always that. So I do like the fact that they represented men who are comfortable in their sexuality and, love them some T-girls out loud. Because everybody deserves to be loved out loud. Like, honestly. All these people who figuring it out, let them figure it out. But everybody deserves to be loved out loud. And know that, you know, hey, you're accepting me for me. This is not a fetish. This is not just, oh my gosh, this is risky and I want to experiment. I mean, if you want to be an experiment, be that, you know, be that as it may. But a lot of people don't want to be an experiment. A lot of people want to be loved out loud and loved right. And I definitely feel as though everybody deserves that. So Ant is the first guy. Wasn't nobody messing with him. I wasn't even messing with Ant. I was like, it's giving thirsty. Ant is nice looking. He is very nice looking, but Ant X, like, okay, move. Like, he is the type of person, he want to be on every show. And he don't mind if they embarrass him on every show. So Keisha's asking them questions. First of all, YG's confessionals are hilarious. I'm glad that we got to see her confessionals throughout this little game they was playing. So the first question is, do you tell off the rip that you are a T-girl? So Autumn said no. So in the beginning, I was in my head like, why y'all don't tell? Like in the beginning. But then I had to think about it. First of all, these men will lie about their whole personality, who they are as a person, where they work, you know, how many kids they got. Men will lie about you. What's down there in the pants? You know, they lie about any and everything. So I definitely understand everybody don't deserve to know from the beginning, from the jump, from the gate, oh, this is who I am. You know, I definitely understand that. I can understand that. Because like I said, you know, from the beginning, a lot of people always lie in the beginning, or they're not as honest about who they really are in the beginning. So I definitely understand, you know, everybody and their daddy don't need to know everything. And again, these men be lying from the beginning. So you coming out being truthful, your heart on the sleeve, and you know, he living 7 different lives. Like, please. Brunch with the girls is crazy. YG is hilarious. Brunch with the girls took me. And also has a OL. I did see some of the stuff on Twitter. Ain't all that. I ain't gonna lie. He do more so solo work. Now everybody dismissed Ant. Nobody liked him. So my thing is this, you know, you could tell the sass from a mile away. The rejection, the self-esteem is very low. I guess because he got comfortable and is kind of used to getting his way a little bit when it comes, you know, to dating, obviously. And they all said no. They all, you know, respectfully was like, he's not the one for me, babes. So he ends up saying Ant on all the girls. Okay. You know, trying to be funny. Like, oh, well, I'm in on all y'all, but y'all are beautiful respectfully, but like, and it's like the cornball stuff irritates me. All right. So, you know, they talked about fetishes. Okay. I don't know if this is a fetish. I don't know if this is a fetish, but I like men with deep dimples. Is that a fetish? Like, honestly, y'all, that's all I date. I date men with deep dimples. If I like Air Blue Moon, you might see me with a man who ain't got no dimps. But every man that I talk to or that I be with or that I take serious always has deep dimples. Deep dimples and nice big teeth. Big dimples, nice teeth, and they taller than me. When I say, and that's every time, y'all, like, I have a type. I don't know, but if that's a fetish though, because that's really what I'm attracted to. Like, man, I don't think that's a fetish. But that's all I attract most of the times. As soon as I see a man trying to talk to me and I see the dimples, I be like, oh, the devil. It's the devil. We're finna be together. Watch. We somehow, some way, we gonna make it work. I know that's right, YG. YG is hilarious. I feel the same way. My fetish is Cash Out, PayPal, Venmo. Shoot, Apple Pay, I mean, pay for it. You know, you messing with a bad one. That's my fetish. What is up with the spin in the mouth? A lot of people like that. That is not one for me. I don't see what's the kink about somebody that you already been kissing on spit in your mouth. Like, ain't y'all swapping spit while y'all tongue kissing? Like, what's the difference? So YG is kicked out and they end up bringing Ari in. Ari definitely came with the energy. I'm not gonna lie, the other girls is very, very boring. Boring. They look a mess. Ari came in cute. T. And she came with the energy. Ari definitely got her a man's. Okay. She definitely got her a man, but I like Ari. Ari definitely came, like I said, with the energy. All right, so they asked about the body count, the body yada 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 yada, and I think I'm up there with Brandon. I really do. Well, down there with Brandon. Brandon number was one hand. I said, I know that's right. Okay, Brandon. You don't see that very often. Or people, again, like I said, these men do be lying on their bodies. But yeah, I'm down there with Brandon. I'm down there with him. To the floor, Trini, to the floor. I know that's right. To the floor. I'm talking about in it. Get in there. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I love to scream. I love to yell. Like, what are we? I love to scream. I love to yell. The neighbors will know your name. What are you like? I ain't ever doing the bending. I'm always gonna be bent. Simple. I know that's right. Now, Brandon was a little cutie too. He was too cute. Brandon ends up picking Ari. Obviously, she's the only one coming with energy, some type of personality. Jayla over there looking like who did it why and don't do it again. It was giving Players Club the remix. She is irritated because he, said that she can go, which she can go. This is supposed to be like a fun activity for y'all to do, and you just sitting there trying to give standoffish. You look a mess. You look a mess. You and Trini, in my opinion, both could have really left the scene because neither one of y'all really gave personality or energy. Ari came in energy. You know what I'm saying? Even if he didn't pick her, like, still was the energy behind it. Like, confident, didn't mind answering questions, didn't mind telling the truth. It's the energy behind it. London, baby, that's all of us. The biologicals too, girl. We'll be together 2 minutes, girl. You don't even have to be 5'2". I love him. That's my man, my man, my man. Girl, please. Trust, we get it. Now immediately Kenzie hit the buzzer, and I don't blame her. This is one thing I would agree with Kenzie on. Like, what is we 10, 9, 8? Are we doing a countdown, nigga? Like, what? Get up out my face. I don't like liars. What you out here lying for? Goodbye. And then he take out the blindfold. Everybody start laughing. Yeah. Skedaddle. Like, goodbye. Okay, so I did look again. Okay, he fine. In the face, he fine. I ain't gonna lie, he fine in the face. But I think the hairstyle, it was the pulling up of the locks. It's like, don't nobody want to see no tree. You know what I'm saying? Spread the eagles out. Like, and then to you 10, 9, 8, like, is the 8 semi? Is the 10 on like super duper need that? Like, I'm on one tonight drunk. We need to know. Kenzie is lying. Kenzie is lying. I don't believe Kenzie at all. $20K for a FaceTime visit. Kenzie is lying. I definitely don't believe nobody paying no Kenzie $20K. Stop lying. Stop. I hate liars. Kenzie in London is too funny. When he said girl and boy, no, not the right answer. Get him out of here. And that would have been the same way. I don't like nobody who like both. Like, pick a side. A side has to be picked. That's the problem with you men. Y'all are greedy. Now, mind you, so the dude reveals his face. He not all that. I ain't gonna lie. He gave really a little boy. So he ends up saying he liked London and Pookie. Kenzie felt some type of way. Kenzie definitely felt hit. I would say Kenzie was giving energy, but her energy came out very negative. And she like, it's okay. That's why your hairline look like that. No, you mad because he didn't say he wanted you. That's all that was. And too, I'm being honest. It's just my opinion. Out of all three of them, London is giving more, as they say, fish. London is giving very much more girl. Pookie, cute, gotta work on a little bit here and there. But it's giving starter fish. Kenzie looks good. But I feel as though too, again, Kenzie's energy was very negative. So why would he even pick you? And too, he said he wanted two girls and he picked them. And then you, because you was not picked, again, low self-esteem. You were not picked. You felt embarrassed. You felt hit and wanted to say something about his hairline. But regardless of you kiki and caca about his hairline, you still were not picked. So you felt hit because he didn't pick you. And he did have a little attitude. You could tell he, all right, yeah, all right. He was ready to get gone. Pookie got to be watched. Associate, friend, everybody needed all eyes on Pookie. Okay, so London's boyfriend comes on here trying to be sweet and, hey, girl, it's a little, shut the hell up. Anyway, I definitely thought they was super cute. Like she said, they've been together 5 minutes. Both of them have transitioned, so I do like that. And I'm happy that London found love, and the boyfriend is real cute. I ain't gonna lie, real cute. They Instagram pictures and stuff, real cute. All right, so we move on to the next round of girls, and it's him saying that the nipple thing turned me off. I was waiting on one of them to say him with the nipples. Like, who? You think those are tits? Like, what's going on? Sway, I don't want to be so different. The way you treat me. Then shut up. Just play the game. Just say any random thing. The way you treat me, neck ass. Listen here, Bria. Why is you exiting because what he like to eat? Okay, man ho. I love when somebody tell me to bend over. I love it. I'm talking about Annie. Get in there. Like, get up in there. What do you like? Not too much. Okay, so when he took his blindfold off, he was fine. He was fine. Now, what y'all should have asked him before he took the blindfold off with some shoes. Baby, them some Superman shoes. Like, why do we have them thick, big ass shoes like that? Okay, so when it came to the dude who liked it, men who are still figuring it out, like he said, that was his truth. That was his truth. Okay. Honest. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I feel as though he was feeling persuasion because persuasion was feeling him. And that's really the God honest truth. Because he was looking at Swayana. He kept looking at Swayana. God, he ain't even looking at Bria. Bria ain't getting no play, no nothing. He kept looking at Swayana. But persuasion, oh my God. Like, she just gave her panties were already off. That's what it gave, y'all. It just gave, like, I want you. And I feel like he just took it because it was like, okay, easy win. I don't want the other girl to embarrass me. And he was cheesing at persuasion, but I really think he really wanted Swayana. I do, because he just kept looking back over there to Swayana. Swayana looking at him too, like, pick me, pick me, pick me. But persuasion was like, oh. It was like she wanted to be picked. The breast thing was a lot. The lap dance was a lot. I'm not going to lie to y'all. That was a lot. All right. Then they have, the big showdown between Duke and Joyce. I really don't care. But hey, whatever y'all want to show it. I know what they had going on in the blogs. And like I said, I personally don't care. But that's all I got for y'all in this one. I love y'all. I'm going to see y'all in the next one. Takashi comes. J Beans comes. I'm ready. Like, hurry up. Bring them.